Have you thought about the power of 1 year? So let's say you have set a certain goal on the New Year's Day, and how many of you keep that goals in your mind and doing that new things every day for until now? Well, maybe most of you have already forgot about it, or maybe you already gave up on acting on it. Well, I think that's the normal for everyone. But if you truly want to achieve that goal, then you still can start now and see how you can build a new habit in your life. So today I'd like to talk about this. Hi everyone, my name is Kanako. I am a coach in Kimono. Thank you very much for visiting me here, and I am so happy to have you here. So today I'd like to talk about the power of 1 year. And maybe for some of you, 1 year is too long and you do not want to think about it already. Still, 1 year. I think this is really, I'm not sure if it's short or long, but it's really an important amount of time to spend in your life. And of course, when I say like shifting from the old program to the new program, I don't intend to say like starting really perfect and you have to do it in really the perfect way. Well, let's say it's just an example, but well, you have set your goal to be more productive, and then you'd like to wake up at 5 a.m. every day. Well, actually, it's me who are not good at waking up in the morning, in the early morning especially. So yes, well, it's really old me. But anyway, if you have that kind of habit you'd like to take in your life, then day one, maybe you can wake up at 5 a.m. Day two, maybe you really try and wake up at 5 a.m. And on the third day, actually, you give up to wake up at 5 a.m. and you pretend to forget about that, something you already have set on the New Year's Day. So really, well, that can happen. And what's the problem here is you or I were trying to start perfect. And actually, it's me who thought, if I cannot do it, I do not do it. Well, that's the way. And yes, what's going on here is really looking for a good excuse to stop that, to really give up on changing anything, really. So, of course, if everyone thinks that in that way, well, everything would stop and everything just keeps staying in the same old way, which would not be a really positive one and still gives to most of the people like negative result. So anyway, still, today I'd like to talk about the power of 1 year. So if you think about 1 year, then maybe for the first week or even for the first month, you can think like, okay, maybe 2 or 3 days in 1 week, you will wake up at 5 a.m. and you don't care much about what happens for the rest of the days. So that way you can start. And if you feel like you got used to getting up at 5 a.m., then in the second month, you can try to wake up at 5 a.m. like 4 or 5 days in a week. Then you see progress in yourself. And you certainly will see the progress, better progress, from the first month to the second month. So yes, it doesn't have to be, as I said, waking up at 5 a.m., but like keeping journals or saving certain amount of money in your bank account, whatever. So if you want to clean up your house, Of course, you cannot start like cleaning up whole house, like every room in one day, but you can start from just one corner of one room to clean up. Then eventually you gain more practical way or more efficient ways to clear up your areas. Then you actually becomes faster to do the task, and then eventually you get used to it and you gain new ideas for the better life. Then you can just go on like that. So creating a new habit and becoming a better version of you is, of course, a progress, one step at a time. And if you keep going like that for 1 year, imagine how great the result would be. So if you think like 1 year is too long, well, it is not actually, because within that 1 year, you can have great progress. And then eventually the great result on the day 1 year from now. So I think that's really amazing, and I hope it can have the positive change in your life and in yourself. So please let me know what you have thought about this idea, and I am so happy to hear from you. And thank you very much for watching my video, and I will see you in my next one. Until then, enjoy every moment of your life. ありがとうございます。